Hello, we are back for some more Gr.3 7 Daily Race B, and we're at Interlagos in the Huracán. Now, the meta cars in this one seem to be the Huracán and the Audi R8, so we're going to see which comes out on top during the races. Both are pretty mixed up on the leaderboards. We need to improve our quality time, definitely. We've got 5 minutes before the race, as you can probably see just there. I've done one race in this today and it was okay. Went okay. It wasn't quite as much chaos as I expected. But there will be chaos, that's for sure. It's Group 3, hard tyres at Interlagos. It's always going to get messy. So we'll see how we get on. Can we get some good results? Better than last week, because last week was a bit of a mess in this one. But it'll be interesting to see how this changes on Thursday. There's an update coming to Gran Turismo on Thursday with the new Group 3, a new GT3 car by the looks of it, a new Porsche. So maybe on Thursday we'll give that a go and see if that's competitive or not. But for now, I'm going to get a practice lap in before the race starts, and we'll go from there. So hopefully settle in for an hour or two of racing. All right, see where we are on the leaderboards. Okay, we're 132.9 at the moment, which I think we could do a little bit better. Couple of tenths maybe. We are currently 413th, which is a bit low. Could do with being a bit higher than that. Where's a 132.7? Where's that put us? Forget a 132.7. That's just outside the top 200. So yeah, that'd be better. If we could get a 132.7. I'll see if we can get anywhere near that. It's probably unlikely, but we'll give it a go. Right, let's just grab a ghost in just to follow around for the first lap. There's that Huracán. Hasn't got a ghost on, so we'll load the ghost. We are streaming in horizontal and vertical, as always, so if you see me chatting to somebody and you haven't seen the message, that is why, because the chats are separate. And there's a link in the description of the vertical one to check out the horizontal, if you'd prefer to watch it in that. Hopefully it's all running okay. Right, we're going to go +3 on the brake balance. Switch over to that. Put the controller on. Always starts you on quite a tricky corner. I mean, we're only going to get one lap, maybe two. Those curbs are really tricky on the hard tyres. Super easy to spin out. You got to be careful you don't clip over this curb as well on the right, because that will send you off into the green stuff, which is super slippery. Oh, didn't quite turn in early enough there. One of the prime punting locations where you're likely to get somebody trying to dive up the inside. Very easy to oversteer there. And here for that matter. Easy to oversteer there as well. And also go wide onto the grass. And the grass in Gran Turismo is super slippery. Chan, how's it going? Hope you're good. Thanks for popping in. This will be a pretty slow lap. Ah, missed it. That was a penalty. Just cut the curb. We'll get a bit of a lap in. Such a long run up. It's because it's such a big straight, they have to give you a decent run up to get up to speed. You find that first corner people putting you off quite a lot as well. Tunity, how's it going? Very good. Coming out of there in third gear is a bit better because it doesn't quite spin the back end as much. Right, see, we get in the first race. Will we get a B lobby and be near the top, or will we get an A lobby? Well, we've got a decent A lobby. Who have we got in? So Top Smoke's always got a really good title. So on the fastest day in here, Mav's in. Mav's always really quick. 132.5. Oh, and Yale's in as well. Where's Yale? There he is. He's down there. Say hello to Mav and Yale. And Tex. Tex. I'm always... Oh my god, everyone's saying hello. I might just have to come in and say hello, everyone, and just leave it at that. Let's drink some of this tea before it goes cold. Well, we're 5 laps. It's not too bad for race B. What's that going to be, about 8 minutes or so between the races? I'll switch back to that so you can see the screen properly. See some of the names. So we've just got to try and not bin it, basically. Oh, 3. I was thinking of race A. Dog's lying right behind my chair. I was going to move my chair back, but the dog's like right there. Right, first race of the night. See how we get on. Try not to bin it on the first corner. It is a mix of Audis and Lamborghinis, isn't it? Oh, there's a Porsche there. Oh, nearly. nearly spun it. Round the first corner. That would have been no good. Brake a little bit early because the tyres are cold. And we don't want to go off there and get a penalty. A little bit slow around there. Hey Gr.3, how's it going? Maximilian, yes, it's a cracking circuit. That was tricky because I didn't turn tight enough. Just got to watch out for Tech to take me out now. Looks like a bit of contact. Yeah, braking earlier for there definitely works better. He's got dirty tyres. Got forced off on the inside. This is going to be tricky. I had to slow down a bit there. I don't know about the best track. I like quite a few. I had to watch us so he didn't knock me wide then. Should hopefully get away from this Porsche that's behind us because it doesn't have the speed. No, you can play on the wheel. In fact, loads of people do play on a wheel. I know several people in this lobby will be using wheels. Yeah, I'm on a controller. It's got the overlay on the screen. Oh, bit wide. A little bit slow on that corner, need to brake a tiny bit earlier, I think. Let's try and gain a bit down here. No, it's manual. All manual gears. Well, he was determined to take me out. The face buttons, cross and square. That guy was a bit desperate, wasn't he? Decent save from the spin, though. Save that replay. Ah, he's left. Hey Ricardo, how's it going? How long have we got for the next one? 8 minutes. Let's have a quick look at the actually we'll have a quick look at the replay. Just see what happened. Thanks everyone for popping in, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new. We are streaming horizontal and vertical at the same time. There's a link in the description on the horizontal one to the on the vertical one to the horizontal stream. If you want to catch that. Right. So I've got the Porsche behind me. It says Limonov who came off. It's him there. So there's no gap there, and he's just pushed me wide. And again, there's still no gap. So he basically tried to shove me out of the way. And then went for a massive punt on me. And he didn't get a penalty for that, I don't think. No penalties. That is Gran Turismo in a nutshell there. The R8 is pretty stable, but it doesn't turn as well as the Lambo. So that's the kind of trade-off. The Lambo turns easier, but the R8's more stable. Well, I mean, the Audi is pretty good. So as Ricardo said, it's a pretty stable car. So I'd go with the Audi. It's competitive and it's not too difficult to drive. Hey, Body Snatcher, how's it going? Yeah, it was a bit. I mean, it was going all right until the end. Until the guy made a mistake, came off, and then decided to take it out and take it out on me. Right, okay, get a couple of more laps in. Yeah, you just have to brake a tiny bit earlier. Maybe go +5 on the brake balance, just to give you a bit of extra turn. So we're on a 132.9 on this one. I want to try and get down to a 132.7 if I can. Which will be tricky. Good start. Just take a long run round, build up a bit more speed. Use this little hill. Nah, I messed that up. Didn't turn it enough. Hey Seth, how's it going? That's better. Oh, a bit wide. Didn't get the turn in right. Fairly even split, yeah. Such a tricky corner, that makes a massive difference if you get the timing right. So next race starts in 3 minutes. Yeah, too slow. Get with it though, we need to practice. Yeah, it's much too slow through that section. Yeah, the 4C is quite easy to drive. It's not very quick though. Slides around a lot as well. A little bit deep. Dude. A lot of controller players on this, I think. Not many stream though. That was a bit better. Oh, touch the grass. Ah. Kept spinning out with the Audi. You have to be really careful of the throttle with the Gr.3 cars. I mean, you can always stick the traction control on if you have trouble with it. But yeah, you have to be super gentle on the throttle coming out of corners. Very easy to spin the Gr.3s. That's a little bit better. You can just lose or make so much time on that sector. But if you touch that outside curb, if your wheel trip goes over the side of it, it's really tricky to turn it back in. There's so many mods for Assetto Corsa though, isn't there, the original? See, the problem with that on the DualSense, it depends if you're playing it on PS4, then fair enough. Hey, Speedy McZoomface, how's it going? Appreciate it, dude. You're missing out on the haptics if you're on the DualSense. You need the haptics to help you see what the car's doing on the triggers. Cheers for good luck. Oh, Stampy's in as well. Stampy's another quick one. See, Stampy's there now, but that's probably his first lap. That'll be for Stampy. He'll be up near the top. So it's definitely the tough lobbies for this. Cheers, guys. It's going to be a tricky one, this. I think this is going to do some DR damage this week, I think. Need to improve the quality time, but you'd have to improve it quite a lot to compete with some of these. Especially if we're getting stuck in the A+ lobbies all the time. Oh, there's so much of it. Especially on this circuit. And because nobody gets any penalties for anything. Or very rarely anyway. People just do it. Mess that corner up. Yeah, it's very, very hardly any pens. Someone's come off. We're going to get in one place anyway. Should be tasty by the time we get to the end of this straight. Dirty tyres now. I mean, it's all very well saying sorry, but he didn't wait. It's going to be tricky to get the positions back. I'm not going to deliberately punt anyone off. I mean, I won't say I won't accidentally put someone off. I've only got one more lap, and I'm not sure we'll get past Stampy. Someone needs to get a penalty or make a big mistake. Stampy went wide. I've got a penalty anyway. Caught the grass. I mean, daily race B always is. It's a 10-minute race. Or 10-15-minute race. So everyone's really desperate to get positions because obviously it's a short race, so people are just punting everyone out of the way. Need to improve the quality time, especially if we're getting in the A+ lobbies. Yeah, that's it. Because normally if you punt someone off, well, in a lot of games you won't get any penalties, that's the problem. It's only some games you'll get a penalty for that. I know even some sims won't do it. But they can do a strict penalty system in this, they just never use it. Right. See if we can get anywhere with this quality time. Daily Race A is good fun. I tried a couple of them. I'll probably do some more and do a video on it on Daily Race A. It's a rallycross event. There's no driver rating and no safety rating turned on, so it's absolute chaos. But it's quite good fun. It's tricky to drive the dirt tracks in this as well. Because the physics aren't brilliant for dirt in this. It's not like the rally driving the other night. Right. Cheers, headshot. Appreciate it. Like I say, we are streaming horizontal and vertical at the same time. So if you'd rather watch a horizontal stream, it is there. Cheers, Indigo. I can do better. Daily Race A, I'm in the top 100. Hey Bet, how's it going? Like I said, I'm streaming horizontal and vertical, so some of the chat you won't see, depending on what you're watching. Need to turn in earlier there. You're not playing this anymore, Bet? Such a tricky corner. Oh yeah, there's no distinguishing between controller and wheel. I've just cut the corner. Somebody got to the World Finals on what controller? I think it was Danny Solis. Yeah, Daily Race A is a bit. It suits those sort of races suit controller. It's like go-karting. That suits controller as well. Nah, didn't get that right. Yeah, I know some pro drivers will use chase cam, especially in the rally games. You often find when the rally drivers play it, they'll go into chase cam because you can see what the car's doing. Because you can't feel what the car's doing, which is what they're used to. Because people who are used to playing sims will get like the force feedback and all that kind of stuff. And read what the car's doing from that, but professional drivers used to the G-forces of the car and how it feels, so they tend to want to see the whole car. Hey, the Pro Go. How's it going? I mean, it's got to hand it to you. It's whatever you're good at, I suppose. I think Danny Solis, even though he got there on a controller, They made him use a wheel in the finals because of the sponsorship. Too wide. Hey, catch. How's it going? Get another couple of laps in, maybe. Let's go wide and get a good run up. No, this is just qualifying for the races. Ah, messed that corner up. No worries, dude. It happens. I knew it wasn't on purpose. Just easily done, isn't it? I've caught the grass again. Didn't need to do that, but thanks, much appreciated. GT8 will be in development, yeah. Such a big game. Hillmore, thank you. Very much appreciated. Always fancied visiting Iceland. It looks such an amazing place. Yeah. It's mistakes happen, don't they? Easily done. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, Monaco. That's it is a pretty big flex. Because the rallying was there last weekend. Monte Carlo rally in the WRC. And they did some street stages in Monaco. On one evening, was it Friday night? They used the Monaco street circuit for a super special stage. Solberg alt account, yeah, could you imagine? I mean, with a name like Riviera, it's a good name for Monaco. That's a bit better. I mean, it's just a game, isn't it, Indigo, at the end of the day? It's not worth getting mad about. Yeah, DR comes, DR goes. It's the way it is. If you don't get too precious about the DR. So we're 9th in this one. Stampy's improved his time. Gill's not on, or he's in another one. Smokey's back in. Map's there. It is that as well, Catch. You get used to it. T4. Which one's that? Oh yeah, I know the one you mean. I think I tend to go, if I can, I'll switch up early. But if it's if I'm not carrying the speed or I need the rotation, then I'll stick it in a lower gear and just feather the throttle a bit. Very much depends on how I've hit the corner. There's a new update for GT7 on Thursday, for those who haven't seen. It's and it looks like we're getting a new Porsche GT3 car. So I might have to try that out. Maybe do that on Thursday when the update's out. See if it's any good. It might be terrible, because the new Ferrari they added with the Spec 3 update wasn't brilliant. But we will see. It looks cool though. The long straight, yeah, okay. Someone's gone. Yeah, he loses too much power. Not carrying enough speed. Slow wheel spin. Need to try and catch her with these. Cheers for the little bump. Yeah. You won't catch me with a Taylor Swift livery. Not that I don't mind Taylor Swift, but... But then if you get punted, you just shake it off. Yes, he did a Taylor Swift joke. Purple sector. Sector 1. Two purple sectors. Shame I'm so rubbish in that corner. Oh. Bit of a lag spike. That's a fair point. Need to brake a tiny bit earlier. Just do it because you enjoy it. Try it. It's the best thing. Even if you haven't got a PC. I've known people get to a few thousand subs just streaming off the console. You don't need fancy gear. I would say the audio quality is better than video though. Get a decent microphone. I'm nailing sector 1. Just a shame about the rest of them. Done the same again, caught the grass. That's killed it. And now the grass is like ice, so I can't get off it. That's the thing with Gran Turismo. Typical is the final lap. Oh well. That was annoying. Just the tiniest edge of the tyre caught the grass, and that's it then. Spins the car. Our DR is getting absolutely hammered tonight. It depends how much speed you carry through. If you carry enough speed, you can get away with it. And it depends. It's one of the you're either trying to save yourself from the car sliding, because if your back wheels slip, you're losing speed anyway. So it's a bit of a trade-off. You know, and also you don't if you're likely to spin it and make a mistake, you may as well lose a tiny bit of time just to be safer. Actually, where is our time on race A at the moment? Yeah, we're 53rd on race A. So we need to do a lot better. I'm not normally that high up the leaderboard. It's normally like within the top 500 most weeks, I would say. Occasionally higher. I like to try and get in the top 300. Boy, it's easier said than done. And on the Gr.3 cars on hard tyres as well, they're very slippery. If this had been on medium tyres, it would have been much easier. But then the cars would slide around more. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts with the medium tyres. And obviously they'd start wearing before the end of the race. So you'd lose a bit of time there too. I massively overshot that. Slightly better exit. Lost too much in time in the middle on that though. Nope, cut the corner. I tend not to do the manufacturers in the nations. The times are always weird. Because I'm in DRA, you only get 3 slots. And they tend to be early evening. And I'm not online then. So I don't bother. And Saturday, I can never guarantee that I'll be around when the slots are on. How's it going, dude? Yep, long time no see. I still start that up again, I was too slow. I tend to prefer the shorter races as well, because I tend to do race B over race C. Because I only stream for like a couple of hours, I can fit more races in. And if you mess up, you've only lost like 10-15 minutes of a race rather than half an hour. So, plus there's more. The race B tends to be more entertaining because of all the chaos. Lost too much traction with the tyres then. Ah, touched the grass. It's no good. No worries, Indigo. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for chatting. Much appreciated. See if we can actually get a decent finish in a race and gain some DR back. So I need to check where we're up to, but... Nah, it's no good. Mr. Evo Wolf, how's it going? Hope you're good. I'm hoping YouTube saw the combined stream thing out. Because they do combined streams, whereas I stream vertical and horizontal, I do it 2 separate streams. But you can actually combine them and have one chat, which is great in theory. But the problem with it is it doesn't seem to push the shorts one at all, the vertical. So you don't get any views on it. And seeing as I mostly get views on the vertical stream, it's a non-starter. Not at the moment, Mr. Monk. Oh no, Mr. Hero Wolf. No worry. That's horrible. Sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, I can imagine. I've done it again. It's because I'm trying to get a nice wide line for that corner. And it's this here. It's this little bit of grass. It's just this great green stuff. You catch too much of this under braking and the back end just goes. Super slippy. Right, I'll get some more practice on that first corner. Yeah, hold on. Steering sensitivity, my controller settings, I've got it on 10. I did used to race with it on 5, and to be honest, I don't notice that much difference. Yeah, I've got the vibrations on strong, so I know what's going on. And that was just for a wheel, doesn't really matter for this. Buttons, trigger for brake and accelerator, steering on the left stick, obviously. Gear up, gear down on cross and squirt. I've disabled the flashing lights on the left stick because I accidentally press the left stick all the time when I'm racing. So you'd just be always flashing the cars in front and they'd be wondering why you flashed them. So I had to turn that. I got to disable that. What I'd like them to add on the controller settings in this is to be able to change the steering angle that you're allowed, because it limits your max steering angle on a controller. So there's some corners you can take faster on a wheel than a controller. And also the speed of steering left and right. There's too much dampening goes on. Same with the triggers. So I could do with reducing that a little bit. Whichever works best for you. If you find 8 okay, then stick with it. There's no right or wrong about it. It's just whichever you're comfortable with. So I find 10 okay. I also find with the steering, well, say hello to these. Good luck. Very nice. Yeah, it's you'll notice I showed it on we did Spa a few weeks back, well, a couple of months ago I think, and I showed the lap. The main lap ghost was using a wheel because you could see how much steering angle they put in, and compared to my max steering angle on one of my replays, and you could see the difference. And you could see how they could take the corner flat, and I had to lift because I couldn't get the steering angle, which is really annoying. But yeah, I tend to notice that now as I'm sort of hitting the limits of some things on the controller where you can't gain the time. But there's ways around it because there's guys who are way faster than me on controller. Like Calster, he's like always right near the top. But the one where I'm coming, like the first couple of corners aren't too bad. It's the end ones. Wrong gear. Is that after the midsection? That sweeping left-hander. Yeah, if that's sweeping corner, that's really awkward. And I've caught the grass. Keep catching the grass. Not the best start. Stampy's gone cross country. I've got dirty tyres. No, you can't. I mean, you can use a steering wheel, but a Calster that uses a controller. You can use anything you want, as long as it's, you know, official PlayStation controller. I thought he was going to go the inside. Come on. This corner, I can't take flat. I have to lift a bit too much for that. Whereas I know on a wheel it's just a slight lift. And I have to lift for a fair bit of that corner. I've done it again. Don't know what's with me tonight on this. Going too wide. Yeah, I've not seen any adapters for the controllers for steering. Making a right mess of these. It's another penalty, I think. Yep. 1 second for that. Wow. That's the annoying thing with the penalties on this. You get a second for slightly cutting the track, whereas you can punt someone clean off the circuit and not get anything. Yeah, he's got that, but then he uses SimMagic, doesn't he? He's sponsored by SimMagic, and they don't do native PlayStation wheels. You can use it with Moser wheels and stuff as well. It works by you connect another controller to it, and it reads the security chip out of the other controller, out of the PlayStation controller, so that it fools the PlayStation into thinking it's a PlayStation device. But it also has to mimic the... It makes it think it's a different wheel. Generally a Logitech. So I think it expects it to be like a Logitech 923 or whichever they are. So that's how it kind of fools the PlayStation into being something else. That's how they work. Because Moser's another manufacturer that you could do with some PlayStation specific wheels. But then Sony stick a massive licensing fee on. SimMagic are decent quality gear though, aren't they? It's not getting that turn right. I mean, if I do get a wheel at some point, it'll be I'll have to go with a direct drive. But at the moment, it's not on the cards. I do quite like the look of the RS50s, you know, the Logitech. Hey, Root. Appreciated. Oh, there's Stampy. I thought he would have quit. Stampy's on a wheel. Yeah, the True Force stuff sounds really good. I know a few people who've used it on this and it works really well. Because I think with a standard force feedback wheel, you know, you get your force feedback, but you miss a lot of the rumble stuff. Whereas True Force gives you that back. And obviously, Fanatec's Full Force is supporting this now, isn't it, as well? Ah, right. Where are we? We must be getting close to B again. Ah, that's horrendous. About a quarter of the way into A. We need to try and get some of this back. I need to stop running on the grass. That's what needs to happen. Get a better quality time and stop running into the grass. Just not quite on the edge of it today. Losing too much speed there. I think braking a tiny bit later. Hey Tony. If you Google OBS, yeah, because I'm using it on OBS. So I've got my DualSense connected up to a PC, and there's a website. I've just got a custom skin on it though, to make it look like a DualSense, because by default it looks like an Xbox controller. But yeah, just Google controller OBS overlay. No worries. Overshooting that a bit. Dirty tyres. Ah, penalty. No good. Yeah, Radeon set one up on his. No worries, Seth. Thanks for popping in, as always. I mean, Gran Turismo is easier with a controller. Bit better. A little bit better. Hey Captain, how's it going? Very good. Oh, not far off. Hey Houston, is that meant to say Husky at the end of your name? Ah, I lost it there. Or are you from Siberia? Ah, I've overshot it. Ah, okay, Siberian cat. That's better, first sector. No, I messed it up on that last corner. Rubbish. That'd have beat me time then. Just went too wide on that last corner, caught the curb. And that's the difference. That would have been a 32.8. Oh well, I know it's in there. $134, 340. Oh, okay. I mean, it's all relative, isn't it? When I first started playing this, and I was in like the sea lobbies, I thought everyone was too fast, and I'd never get out the sea lobbies. So it is all relative. There'll be people in A+ who see my lap and be going, oh my god, that's really slow. But yeah, we could do with being where top smoke is on 7th. I mean, we're only going to start 7th, even if we hit a 132.7, and I don't think we're going to get any faster than that. Yeah, I can't see me going that much quicker. Has Stampy overtake me yet? No, he's right behind me now. Well, Stampy's quick. Thanks everyone for popping in, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. If you're watching on vertical, double tap. Or tap the emojis as well, that also helps. We are streaming vertical and horizontal, so if you see me chatting to stuff that you haven't seen, that is why. There's a link in the description on the vertical for the horizontal stream if you'd prefer to watch that. Yes, this is Daily B. Hey, Deportas, yes, I'm using a controller. No worries, watch the controller overlay. That'll show you what I'm doing. That one. Should give you an idea what I'm doing. Except the parts where I've hitting the grass and spinning off. But it's worth watching the replays of the fast, like the top drivers, and see what they do, where they brake, what gear they're in, where they turn, and then follow the ghosts. That's how I sort of improved, just by doing that. Need to do better on this first corner. Nearly went. I could feel the back tyre start to spin round then. Had to do a slight correction there, because it was going to overspin, or oversteer. This has cost me a bit of time. Still inside the slip for these, just about. A little bit slow through there. Want to try and get a decent exit though. Someone's gone. Nearly proper messed up that last corner. Need to brake earlier for that when I'm chasing. Brake at the Marshall box rather than the 100, I think. just on the edge of the slip, so I'm going to lose it in a sec. Because they're pulling each other along and I can't quite keep up. That felt a bit better. Still a little bit slow through that corner. Need to brake a tiny bit earlier, I think. Because I'm losing loads of pace on that corner. Being held up. Top smoke's getting held up by the guys in front. So hopefully, be a bit of argy-bargy and I'll get the place back. That's better. Hey, Cozy. We might actually get DR from this one. That's better. Didn't spin out. Didn't get punted off. That's a bit more like it. Managing to keep up with an A+ driver, although he was being held up, but I'll go with that. Cheers, Catch. Cheers, Skid. Clean race, hooray! And went up a position, so can't complain. Yeah, we gained DR. Top stuff. Needed it. Right, we'll do one more. Hey AJ, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Thanks everyone for popping in, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Double tap on vertical, or tap the emojis. Subscribe if you're new as well. Heading slowly towards 8,000 subscribers. See if we can get anywhere near our quality time again. Messed it up on the last corner in the previous quali. I do tend to find him about a second behind the top time, so that kind of scans, doesn't it? I'll stick the overlay on in a sec. Nah, I messed that up. It's such a fine line. Now let's just take the scenic route. Zenley, how's it going? Very good. Well, I lost a tiny bit of time by catching that curb. Too wide. Started on the power too early then. Another tip for a controller is if you're steering with those sticks, I tend to roll it around the top edge rather than just going left and right. I'll kind of roll it in a semicircle. Nah, messed that up. It's a bit more precise. Well, I find it a bit more precise anyway. I had to try the gyro steering the other day. See how that was. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of that. It felt weird not having it attached to anything when you're trying to steer. And also the gyro drifts. So I don't think it's precise enough. Nah, mess it up. Too much power. It's just the tiniest margins. Just trying to get on the power just a tiny bit earlier. And if you're too fast on the throttle, then the wheels spin and you've lost time. Or you can't make the turn. Like then I turned in too late. So I've lost a ton of speed. Back tyres spun then. I've lost so much time. I've probably lost about a tenth or two just on that wheel spin. A little bit quicker. Messed it up on that corner. And then you start pushing and going too deep on the corners and lose even more time. Again, just trying to put too much in on the corner. Went ever so slightly wide because I went on the power slightly too early. And then the wheel just hit the tyre. Sorry, wheel hit the curb a bit too much and spun. And the car just snaps. Faster laps in there. It's definitely in there. Right, let's see what we get for this race. This will be the last one. Oh my god, we're way down. It's full of it. More A pluses in here. So I want to try and get a 132.7 because that, if I can start races a bit higher up, that's not too bad. Hey, Free ID, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Hope you're good. Right, see if we can get a decent... If we can gain a place or two and gain some DR from this, because there's loads of A pluses in here. So there's a fair chance we'll gain DR if we can finish 10th or above. So that is what we'll aim to do. Oh, went. I was going to say good luck to him. Yeah, he's been alright, that guy. I've had some issues with a couple of Greek drivers, but he's alright. Right. +3 on the brake balance. Lambos. Oh my god, this is a Genesis. Wow. Didn't expect to see a Genesis in here. A couple of Ferraris. It's mainly Lambos and Evos. Yeah, I'm surprised by the Ferraris. Accidentally tapped him, so I had to wait. Let him get his place back. So I don't want to just take his place because I tapped him. Dirty tyres on that Ferrari. Just want to give him some space so I didn't end up smashing him off. I'm still in the slip, so I should be alright. I'm just going to have to be careful braking for this corner. Ah, penalty. Ah, rubbish. And there we go. One decent race. Completely messed that one up. But we're not last. Not yet, anyway. Someone's come off. Guessing there's this guy in front. Fastest sector on that bit. Surprising. Thought I did a terrible job on that. See if we can catch this guy. I'm guessing he's one of the faster drivers though, and he just made a mistake. Yeah, he's one of the faster guys. Oh, someone else had an accident. Okay, I'll take those 2 places. Thank you very much. Don't think we're going to get this guy before the line. Just missed out. Oh, we only lost 2 places, I think. Considering we completely spun off, I will take that. I'm not going to get any DR from it, though. Oh, just missed out. Oh, we lost SR as well. It's because we punted that guy at the start. We tapped him. Oh, well. Never mind. Let's see where we ended up. So we are a quarter. Our A has taken a bit of a battering because we were just around halfway where we started tonight. We lost a tiny bit of SR, but we'll get that back in the next race. Oh well. We will do better in the next ones. The new... I'll probably give another go on Thursday when the new cars come out. If we all get the new GT3 car, I'll give that a go. Right, we've got some roulettes to open. So we always finish off on the roulettes. We've got 3. I need to sort the oil as well. So we've got a 3, a 5, and a 6. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we get with this one. Oh. You know what? I'm going to give that a cheer because I don't want any of those cars. I think I've got them all. I will take the 10 grand. Thank you very much. 5-star. I will take that. Thank you very much. 100,000. $6. It's probably going to be a massive anticlimax now. Oh, there we go. That will do. That wasn't a bad turn, was it? 600 grand? Well, 610 from the 3. Could be worse. Right, I'll just sort this oil out before we finish, so I remember. Not that it really affects the daily races, but I'll change it anyway, because it wears the engine down eventually. Sounded a bit weird there. The oil. Weird phase. And there we go. Nice shiny car. Right. That is it for me tonight. Thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the new subs. And thanks for chatting, because otherwise it's just me talking to myself. I will be back on Thursday. I'm guessing it will be more of this with the new update, just to check out what's in that. So keep an eye out for that on Thursday. For Sunday, not sure yet. I might do another vote, or I might do some Forza Horizon, because I've not done any of that yet. I do have another game to play as well. Yeah, Carmageddon, I can say. I got a Carmageddon early, so I was going to play that and do some content for before that's out. So I'll do a video on that next week, I think. I'm allowed to do that. Yeah, I think it's next week. But yeah, I've got that to play as well over the weekend. So that should be interesting, something a bit different. Smashing into zombies with cars. I mean, what's not to love about that? But yeah, I'll be back on Thursday. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you then. Bye for now.